Hello and welcome to another video. So today I have the iPhone 14 Pro Max in the deep purple. So let's do the easy iPhone unboxing. I'm a little late on this video because it took me a month to get it and I didn't order it in time just because I was still happy with my phone and I was waiting for a good deal from T-Mobile. So let's see what's inside. What's funny is right off the bat I'm seeing like some dirt on my camera here. At least it wasn't scratches. It's a really nice color. I like it. Deep purple. It's gender neutral because it's so dark. Taking off the screen protector for the first time. I can see that the sides are already a fingerprint magnet. You can see there's a bunch of fingerprints everywhere now. In the hand, it feels about the same weight as last year's iPhone, maybe a little bit lighter. Get the speaker close in the bottom and still with the lightning cable. The camera bump looks slightly larger than last year's model. All right, let's turn it on for the first time. There is the USB-C to lightning cable included in the box. As usual, no adapter. You do still get the waste of money Apple logo. I don't know why they still insist on spending money on this when they're trying to pinch pennies on the charging brick. You no longer need a physical SIM, so they have not included a SIM removal tool, I don't think. Let's see. I don't see anything in here. Nope, no SIM removal tool. All right, hello. Let's go ahead and set it up. So while it's downloading the software update and everything, let me compare the size of the iPhone 14 Pro Max with the iPhone 14. So let's put the small one on the bigger one. As you can see, it's a marked difference there. Look at the thickness. They're about the same thickness. I'll put them side by side so we can compare face down. So they are the same thickness. Okay, so while the phone was setting up, I put the case on, I put a screen protector on, got a lot of things done. It took me about 30 minutes to get the things transferred over, so you can see that dark purple sneaking through here. But I just wanted to show you the case. It's not my favorite. It's all matte black and really doesn't even have much grip on it. But this is the one I had laying around, so I put it on. I'm actually gonna take that off. I'm gonna get a better case. But I just kind of wanted to show you what it looks like with a rugged case. I'm going to take that off. It does not feel as heavy as I thought it would. It actually feels a little bit lighter than the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but I know that it is, I think, about the same weight or maybe even a little bit heavier, but the way the weight distribution is, it's all by the camera, so that's probably why it feels a little bit lighter. The camera bump is a little bit larger. As you can see, it's quite hefty. But other than that, it's a pretty good device. I think it's well made. It looks sleek, and you know, it's the best as far as the camera and all. So let's have a look at the camera. So you can actually choose your style with the camera. So I'm just gonna keep it standard. The 3x zoom. Let's zoom into these lines. So we're gonna do 1x, 2x. And 0.5x. So looking at the different zooms, so this is 3x, pretty good quality. I do start seeing some sort of noise in the picture. 2x, you know, that's just a crop, and 1x is native. That's the highest megapixel, I think 48 megapixel camera, and it's really good. It may even be better than taking a 3x picture to just crop a 1x. And then the wide angle, of course, it's not that great quality, but you get a lot more in the image. So as you can see, I'm getting my entire table and the lamp next to me and things like that. So the cinematic mode is, I think, pretty cool. You can kind of try to hold focus on an object while you are moving around, and it will continue keeping the background off the focus, so you can kind of tap on the product you want to keep focus on. So as you can see, the adapter in the back is out of focus, and it will remain so as you move the object closer and further away from the object. You might have to tap on the object so often to kind of maintain it. I don't think the product is ready for prime time, but if you start using it every day, you can kind of figure out how to use it best. Going into the memory, seems like I have 67 gigs used, but I'm still working on installing all the apps that I transferred over from my old phone, so that's going to take up some space, but I'm happy with how it's not taking up a lot of space by default from the iOS. So let's talk about if the iPhone 14 Pro Max is worth your time or worth your investment. So yes, to me personally it is worth it, because there's a lot more upgrades than, say, if you have the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You get a much better camera with 48 megapixels. You get a dynamic island, which is completely different. You get a lot of pro mode upgrades on your camera, cinematic mode, things like that. So if you're at a 12 Pro Max or older, it's probably worth it for you to upgrade. If you're at a 13 Pro Max, then it's a matter of just the dynamic island being different, the camera being a slightly better camera, the optical stabilization being slightly better. So it may not be worth it for you to upgrade this year. Probably wait for the next year's version, especially because you may even be upgrading to a USB-C iPhone. This is still a Lightning iPhone. So to me, my wife has a 13 Pro Max, but I was actually using the 8 Plus as my daily driver because I needed the thumbprint, because at my work I can't use Face ID to unlock my secure apps. I have to use much more higher fidelity, more accurate things or a system like my fingerprint. But at this point I'm just going to use my password all the time because I'm tired of that old phone being so sluggish. So for me it was definitely worth it. Even if I was on a 12 Pro Max, I think it would be worth it. Now if you need a fingerprint, a thumbprint or fingerprint scanner, this obviously does not have that, but you will get a lot more as far as battery life, camera quality, screen quality, dynamic island. It's just a much more modern device, even compared to something that came out 2 to 3 years ago. Of course it's 5G capable, which your iPhone 12 will not be. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll be happy to answer them, and if you want to share your thoughts about why you think iPhone 14 Pro Max is worth the investment or not worth the investment, please leave them below, and I'd be happy to hear about what you all think as well. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one.